Let's build this extremely simple gold farm that'll give you a ton of gold in just a matter of minutes for Minecraft Bedrock 1.20. And really quick before I get started, the world download to this farm is in the link in the description, so if you ever want to come by, check the measurements of something, if your farm for some reason isn't working, definitely go into the description, check that link out, download this world for yourself. Let's get into the video. Start off by finding your area that you want to build the farm. Now it is a fairly big farm, so you're going to want to find a nice big open area to do this. Start off by building up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then off whichever way you want to build the farm. For me, that's going to be this way. I'm going to go 14. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm then going to take 15 obsidian and place it on top of all of these here. Once I have the obsidian there, I now want to go up 14, so it should be a total of 15 on the bottom and 15 on the side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then I'm going to want to connect these two sides. So I'm going to bring this over 14 for a total of 15 on the top. And then I'm going to connect it on the bottom here, just like so. And once it's all said and done, you should have a portal that looks like this, with 15 wide and 15 tall. Now you don't have to do the corners of obsidian, but if you want to, I like to do it because it looks nicer. And plus, if you're already getting all this obsidian, what's another 4 to you? Now come on down to where you started, break these 3 blocks here, and then on the obsidian, one away from the corner, go ahead and place 3 blocks. Then come through the obsidian here and place a dispenser right behind the obsidian on that first block there, so that it's facing in the direction of this obsidian. You then want to go back through here, take your observer, and on the third block, not the second one, you want to place it facing away from it there, so you should see the red dot is going backwards. And now we need to make a little clock for this, so go ahead and face this way and face it like that. So now these should be making a ticking noise, which means that they're going off of each other and constantly activating this dispenser. You then want to come right in front of this dispenser, place 2 blocks there, 1 on the left, 1 on the right, 1 right behind it, and then go ahead and break that block. And now what you need to do is place your water inside of this dispenser, and you should see that it's constantly dispensing it and picking it back up, and the water is being contained inside of this little area here. And if it looks like this, you've done it correctly. Now what you're going to want to do is take your flint and steel, light the portal, it should light and then go away straight away. You're going to want to keep doing this over and over until eventually a zombie pigman does spawn, and you want to see which side of the farm that zombie pigman spawns on. If it does create a fire, just put it out right away and then keep going with the farm. And also make sure your game's not on peaceful. Mine was, and I was wondering why it wasn't working, but it was, so make sure it's not. Alright, so as you can see, the zombie pigman did fall on this side of the farm, which means I'm going to start building this next step on this side. You can now go ahead and break this contraption that you've just made. This was just to see which side of the farm they actually spawn on. So I'm just going to go ahead and break this whole thing here. Now I'm going to go to the side of the farm that he fell on, so for me that's going to be here. I'm going to go to the one corner. I'm going to go ahead and place 2 blocks like that, and then go 5 this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm then going to go down 1 and place 8 more blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I then want to come all the way over here and place 10 blocks starting right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and it should go 1 past that one there. Then go ahead and come all the way back to here, starting here, and place blocks all the way, going all the way so it matches up with this one here, which should be 16 blocks. You're then going to want to come around to this area here, filling in this area, so I'm going to place 1 there, 2 on both sides, and now that I have this little area, I'm going to go up 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now come over to the opposite side of where you just did that, place 3 blocks on top of this, and 4 on top of this one, so they should be the same height. Now this next part doesn't have to be glass, but I like to use glass just because I think it looks good with the farm, so you can actually see the zombie pigman coming through. Go ahead and place glass on this entire front end right here. Go up 3, so 1, 2, 3, so it should be 4 tall now, and then go ahead and fill in this entire area with glass, or any block, but for me, like I said, I'm going to use glass. So now it should look a little something just like this. Now go ahead and take your water bucket, and on the highest part, so over here, you're going to want to place a water bucket, and if you've done it correctly, it should flow all the way down and then stop on this block right here. And this is the water that's going to take the zombie pigmen and push them all the way down, and this is where they're actually going to fall to their death. So now that little contraption that we built earlier to dispense the water bucket, we're going to want to go ahead and rebuild this here, but in a little bit of a different way. Go ahead and go to this corner here, right by where you placed the water bucket. Go ahead and place 3 blocks there, with 1 to the right. You then want to take a piston, place it facing in this direction, with an observer, face the glass, and then place the observer so the little red dot is facing you this direction. You then want to go ahead, turn around this way, and if you place one there, you should see that you have a redstone clock. You then want to take your dispenser, place it there, and then put your water inside of that, so it should be doing that same water dispensing thing. You then want to take a lever, place it on the front of this piston here, and then when you turn this on and off, you should see that the water now stops, and this is how you actually turn the farm on and off. Now come to the other side of the farm here and make sure the water isn't flowing out. If the water gets stuck flowing out, just try turning it on and off again until you get it to look like this. So come over to this side, go to the bottom left corner and count up 3. So that's the first block, 2, 3, and then place 1 block right there with an observer facing in this direction so that the red dot is facing you like this. You then want to come around to this side and place 4 more observers. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you should see that all 4 of the arrows are pointing in this direction. You then want to come around to here, place 5 blocks here, bring it around, and then place 5 more blocks just like this so that you should have a little area of blocks around those observers. Now go ahead and build up a 2-high wall around most of the entire thing. You're going to want to build a 2-high wall here, a 2-high wall on this side, and a 2-high wall on this side here. And then for this side, you don't want to build it too high. You want to go 1 block up and build it like this. And then on this bottom layer, you're going to want to take trap doors and place 4 trap doors on this bottom area just like so. And then go ahead and open them up. Next, what you want to do is not the corner, the obsidian side, but over here, go ahead and place your lava down just like that. And you should see, if you've done it correctly, that the portal will light up. So now we need to build the actual killing chamber for the zombie pigmen. So there's 2 ways of doing this. You can either have it how I'm going to do it, where they're going to fall all the way in, they're going to die, or you can have it so they just fall a few blocks and then you have a nice little killing chamber right here so you can punch them or stab them or whatever and you get their XP. So it's a really nice way so you can also collect XP from this farm. But like I said, I'm just going to have it so they fall all the way down. So go ahead and go to where this water stops. You should see that there's 2 blocks here. And for the automatic killing method, I'm going to have them fall 22 blocks. So 24 total, including these 2. So I'm going to dig down 22 from here. Now that I have this, I'm going to go ahead and place down the hopper and the chests. So face your nether portal and break 9 blocks here. That's going to be 3, 3, and 3 just like that. And then turn around this direction. You're going to want to break down a couple blocks right here, placing 2 chests at the bottom. Doesn't have to be 2 chests, but this farm does produce enough stuff to where it's probably a good idea. And then go ahead and take your hopper. So this hopper, if you want to count, if you go from here and up, it should be a total of 24 blocks all the way up to this block just right here. And that's how you know that you've done it correctly so far. Now you can do this part however you want. You can just make a nice little room down here, however you want to do it. For me, I'm just going to dig this out. I'm going to place a block there and then, maybe just place some glass, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Just so I have a nice little view of the pigmen falling all the way down. I'm then going to turn around to this area right here and I'm going to dig this all the way up. And this is just so that I can get... I didn't mean to do that. Anyways, I'm going to replace that. This is just so that I can actually get to and from the farm. You can make a staircase, water elevator, whatever you want. For me, I'm just going to use ladders and I'm going to climb all the way up with these ladders so that I can actually get down to the collection area of this farm. And just like that, the entire farm is complete. Now the final thing that we have to do is just click this lever to turn it on. And you should see that almost instantly some zombie pigmen will start to spawn just like that. And you'll see that they actually fall all the way down there. And the nicest thing about this farm, I didn't mean to break that. The nicest thing about this farm is that you don't even have to AFK in any specific spot. You just have to be within range of this, but you can be all the way down there. You can be up here, but you can see it is a steady flow of them going all the way. And if I come all the way down here, you can see that the zombie pigmen do fall and their items, all of their items, drop into that hopper, which then go inside of this chest, just like this. But yeah, look at this. They're just constantly coming over and over and over. It's constantly the portal, it's being lit and then broken again. And if you're wondering how this works, this is breaking the portal and this lava right here is actually lighting the portal. But you can see it's really a constant stream and every single one of these guys are going to be dropping those golden ingots, or gold nuggets, sorry. Now again, like I said, if you want to get more gold but you don't want to make it AFK, so you can get more gold plus you get XP, what you can do is actually take these guys, go ahead and just drop them 1 or 2 blocks and then have a nice little area right here so that you can actually just stab them with a looting sword so you can get the XP from them and you can get up to 3 times the gold from these guys. But I mean, look at this thing. Just sitting here for even a few minutes talking, constant stream of them falling down, non-stop golden pigmen. It's been maybe 2 minutes now and I already have over 28 gold, which is 3 golden ingots, and that's in what, 2 minutes? So AFK here for an hour and you'll have a ton of gold. Plus you can get a lot of rotten flesh here, which you can feed to your dog, or you can trade for villagers to get lots of emeralds with this farm as well. Well, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, like always, this world download is in the first link in the description. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them down in the comments, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. BlazedMC out.